A little something about Raymond. He's an investor in stocks and rentals. He wants no money from you, no bait and switch, nothing. Here's what he's going to do. He's going to log into his personal account, share real estate property documents, and give you suggestions on what to read.
All right, today is September 27th, 2021, and we're at my TD Ameritrade home screen, and we're going to log into my Roth IRA and see what it do. So hopefully you guys had a good trading day. So far, so good for me. And we're going to jump all the way in here. And I'm going to show you that I did not have a good trading day. So we want to go to the Roth IRA. And I do want to ask you guys, if you guys are looking at this video on YouTube, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And if you know anybody that's trying to get paid, let them know about the channel. Let them know about my website, stocksandrentals.com. You got to go over to stocksandrentals.com and check it out, because everything I cannot put in the video. There are a lot of good articles to read. You got to read just a little bit if you want to make money in this game. All right, so let's make the screen bigger so everybody can see it. And we're going to get this thing going. All right, so the first thing I like to do is talk about dividends. So we're going to go to my account and transactions. And it's been a minute since I've updated you guys with a video. Actually, it's been almost 4 months. So we are going to do like a 4-month throwback and see where we are today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a view date range. I'm going to say from June, let's say 26, up to where we are now. We're going to click on view. And we're going to pick this up with the dividends. So the first dividend that we're going to talk about is going to be starting on July the 1st. My last video update was June 30th. So we're not going to talk about anything up here. If you guys are curious, I have a video on stocksandrentals.com that will talk about everything I did prior to July 1st. So our first dividend is stock ticker NVDA, and this is NVDA. And I received a dividend of 64 cents. Next is stock ticker SFTBY. This is SoftBank, $61.64. Next is FDX, FedEx, $13.56. MDT, Medtronic, $5.04. GE, General Electric, $3.04. MRVL, Marvel Technologies, 60 cents. BX, Blackstone, $152.71. MA, MasterCard, $15.11. V, as in Visa credit card, $11.70. UPS, United Parcel Service, $11.27. SHW, Sherwin-Williams, $2.20. SMG, Scott's Miracle-Gro, $37.51. 3M Company, $24.69. MCD, Mickey D's, always known as McDonald's, $3.15. D, Home Depot, $79.46. eBay, stock ticker EBAY, $19.95. Stock ticker FHLC, which is Fidelity Healthcare Index ETF, $12.08. And again, we have NVDA, stock ticket NVDA, 64 cents. Reason you see this twice is typically you get a dividend every quarter. My first dividend was back in July, and here we are in September with my second dividend of the same stock. The next dividend is BIG. This is Big Lots, $16.66. Total dividends, $431.65. The good thing I like about dividends is that if the company is paying one, you get that no matter if the stock goes up or down. And typically a dividend is paid every quarter. So it's always good to look for stocks and quality companies that's paying a dividend. And even when the market is tanking, you're probably still going to get that dividend unless it goes away. So I have some fees, and I hate fees, but some I can live with and some I can live without. So let's talk about my first fee, and that will be back at the top with SoftBank. So let's find that. All right, so here it is. The fee is $4.82, and it says ADR fee. ADR stands for American Depository Receipt. The reason I'm paying this fee is because SoftBank pays a dividend, and this is a foreign company. And when you buy foreign companies, when you're based in the United States, sometimes you have to pay a fee. And of course, they're going to put the fee on the shareholders who decide to buy. And I bought it, and I'm paying this fee. But this is a good quality company, and I don't mind paying the fee. So this is a fee I don't mind paying. So whenever you buy a stock and it's an ADR, you're probably going to pay a fee. And they take the fee out of the dividend. So again, I got a dividend of $21.46, and they took out $4.82, and that left me with $16.82. And my next fee, now this fee is on some BS. And let's find it. And the company is on some BS. And that company is GE, General Electric. And here is the fee. It says mandatory reorganization fee, $38. So they took $38 out of my account. And the reason they took the $38 out of my account is the board of directors at GE decided to do a reverse stock split. And let me tell you what a reverse stock split is. A reverse stock split is when a company takes your shares and combines them into one bigger share. So let me give you guys an example. I think this will really help you understand this. So, for example, let's say you have company X, and you have 5 shares of company X, and you spent $20 per share. At 5 shares, that's 5 times 20, that's $100. So if the company says they want to do a reverse stock split, they can say, give me your 5 shares, and I'm just going to give you 1 share back. And that 1 share back could be worth $100. So nothing changed in your total value. You had 5 shares at $20 per share. That was $100. They're saying, give me those 5 shares. We're going to give you 1 share that's worth $100. A typical stock split, which is not a reverse stock split, is going in the other direction. And that's more what people are used to. So if you had 1 share of a company, they would say, hey, for your 1 share, we're going to split the 1 share into 5 shares, and using the same monetary amount, the $100 will now go into 5 $20 shares, which is still $100. So let's get back to this janky ass fee of $38. Why did GE do this? They did it strictly to make money off shareholders. So when I saw this fee, I had no idea what it was. I've never owned a stock and it did a reverse split. So I had to call Fidelity. I got him on the phone. The guy actually laughed when I asked him about the $38 fee. He said, this is something that GE did. They didn't have to do it. They did it because they could and they wanted to make money. He told me the way to avoid this fee is to stay on top of news. And when GE announced that they were going to do the reverse stock split a couple of days before the reverse stock split was going to happen, if I would have sold my shares, I wouldn't have paid the $38 fee because I didn't have any shares right before the stock split. Then after the stock split, if I continued to like the company, I could have just bought the shares back and continue to own GE stock without paying this $38 fee. So the lesson learned is read the news. If you own stocks, stay up on the news of your stocks. If you hear any company announcing a reverse stock split, out of precaution, sell your stock, let this reverse stock split happen, and if you still like the company, buy your stock back. And I do want to say this. When GE announced the reverse stock split, I heard about it like a month and a half before it happened, but they did not say that there was going to be a fee involved. So they're real sneaky on what they did, and I got to give a big F-U to GE. So it is what it is. And I do want to mention that when they did the reverse stock split, that created a fractional share, and they just cashed me out. They gave me $6.27. So this was just one big mess on the 2nd and 5th of August. All right, enough of that. Let's talk about the stocks that I bought. So we want to jump back up here to the top. And the first stock I bought is right here. Stock ticker YMM. This is Full Truck Alliance. When I bought this stock, I already knew that the company was not profitable. And how did I know that? I always tell you guys the best app that I have on my phone is the Yahoo Finance app, and it summarizes everything about whatever company you might decide to buy stock in. So before I bought the stock, I knew it was an unprofitable company. This is a growth company, and the person that would typically invest in a company like this will be an aggressive investor. And this is a jumpy stock, so most aggressive stocks are jumpy, meaning that it jumps around. You can look on Monday and it can be $5, and then you look later on, 2 or 3 hours later, it might be at $5.15. Typically, stocks don't jump around like that, and it can jump day to day and week by week. The reason I bought this stock is that this is a new company. It's a foreign company. It's based out of China, and it is a trucking logistics company, and I have the website up. So if you guys are interested in this stock, here's the website. You can check it out. There's a lot of things to read, but just in summary, this is just a trucking company. They got rigs. You can see the picture of it, and it's going all around China taking product from company A to company B. The next stock I bought is right here. 11 shares of stock ticker SEAS. And this is SeaWorld. And I have their website up. And most people in the United States, we've heard of SeaWorld. This is a place you can go to see Shamu the whale and other water animals that do tricks and things like that. The Reason that I bought this stock is that travel has picked up and everybody wants to get entertained due to being stuck in the house for COVID. And a lot of people are getting vaccinations, and the vaccination rate is increasing. Last year, this company was not profitable, but prior to last year, or prior to the pandemic, it was profitable. So again, I bought this stock because the United States is opening back up, and I believe people want to go to SeaWorld and see Shamu the whale and spend money. And by me owning a stock, hopefully I will make money. The next stock that I bought is stock ticker FIGS, and this is FIGS. And I have their website up. And FIGS is a profitable company, and it's a recent IPO. And typically you don't see IPOs have a profit within the first maybe 1 to 3 or 4 years. But this company is pretty different. It's already profitable, and it is a growth company. And what they do is that they sell gear or clothing that you can wear. And the reason I bought this particular company is that there are a lot of people in the medical industry, and what they're doing is they're selling, I guess you can say, hip or fashionable scrubs and just general medical wear. And this is something that especially our people, meaning African Americans, we always want to be fly. I don't care if it's at work, going to Walmart. We like to look good. So there are a lot of African Americans in the medical industry, everything from a nurse up to MDs and everything in between. So this is why I bought the stock. It is profitable and it is working out for me. The next stock that I bought, we're going to stay in the fashion realm, is, where is it? Stock ticker CROX, and this is CROX. And these are the ugliest shoes in the world. And the lesson that you want to learn from me buying this stock, just because you don't like something doesn't mean you shouldn't buy the stock. I would not wear these. I would not let somebody in my house wearing these. I do not think that these are good looking shoes, but I've talked to people that buy them and they say they're very comfortable. So CROX is a profitable company. It is a growth company. The type of investor who would invest in this company will be an aggressive investor. Yeah, these are some ugly shoes, but everybody's buying them, and I'm glad I have the stock because I'm already making money. So again, this is the website, and you can see the shoes here. They got all the colors, and I guess they got high heel Crocs now too. So come check out the website. This might be a stock that you might want to invest in. So let's go back to my next stock that I bought. And I bought stock ticket LOGI. I already own this stock. This is Logitech. I'm happy with the stock, so I decided to buy a little bit more for my portfolio. I also bought 2 shares of UPS, United Parcel Service. I already own this stock, so I added more to my portfolio. I also bought more of this stock ticker UPWK. I like the stock. I saw it on a dip. It was on sale, so I bought 10 more shares. And matter of fact, all the stocks that I just mentioned, the Logitech and the UPS, the reason I bought those stocks or more of those stocks is because the stock market dipped. I like to buy on dips, so I added to my portfolio. I did buy a new stock, and this is stock ticker ZEN, and this is Zendesk. And this is a company that is not profitable, but I've noticed that their earnings increase every year. So I'm hoping that they will become profitable very soon. And again, how did I know that? I know that by looking at the Yahoo Financial Investment app. If you don't have it, get it on your phone. This is considered an aggressive stock, so an aggressive investor will buy it. I have their website up. And the reason I bought this stock is if you ever went to a website and you see these little chat windows, there's a good chance that the company that's behind the chat window is Zendesk. So that's why I bought the stock. I noticed over the last year or so, most websites, they like to offer a chat feature. So if you have any questions, if you're buying something or just trying to navigate their site, they have it where even after hours, this window can pop up and you can ask questions and help you decide what you want to do when you're at that particular website. So hopefully I will make money, and you guys are welcome to come here and read about Zendesk and see if it's a stock that you would want to invest in. I bought more stock ticker NVAX, and this is Novavax. I bought this on a dip. As you can see, I bought it earlier in the day on a 6 at a little over $202. And also on the 6, it was dropping like crazy. So I bought 3 more shares when it dropped down to $193. So I already had that in my portfolio. The next stock that I bought is stock ticker NNOX, and this is NNOX, and I have their website up. And this is not a profitable company, but every year their earnings seems to double. The person that would invest in this stock would be an aggressive investor. This is considered a growth company, and this is a medical device company that develops digital x-ray machines. And their machines could possibly replace what we currently have, which would be a CAT scan. And they recently applied for FDA approval. The reason I bought this stock is because of the new technology and potential lower cost for patients. It should be lower than your typical CAT scan, X-ray surcharges. Here's a website. You're welcome to come here and read all the good stuff about this technical stuff. It might bore you, but I just gave you the highlights. So if you want to jump in on an up-and-coming medical tech stock, this might be it. And the next stock that I bought is stock ticker UPST, and this is Upstart Holdings. This is a profitable company, and it's a growth company. An aggressive investor would invest in this company. Within 1 year, this stock has jumped up over 600%. I wish I would have bought it about a year ago. I would be up 600%, but you can't always buy them at the beginning of a hot streak. This company offers loans to consumers, and what they do is they use AI, which is artificial intelligence, to try to better predict if the consumer will pay back the loan on time. And I have their website up, and they just got some stuff that they talk about here. The Upstart model versus a traditional bank. And they just go into what they claim is that their AI, they can predict fewer defaults based on looking at the person's information. And also they give more approvals to the person that is considered to have good credit and have the capability of paying back loans. So in a nutshell, this is a new way to say, hey, Jim, you want a loan? Upstart will analyze your capabilities of paying back the loan, and this should be a better way for a bank to determine if they want to loan to you or not, and everybody becomes profitable. The bank makes money because they're going to get their money back in the loan that they made you. The bank is paying Upstart for their technology, and I own a stock, and hopefully I'm going to get paid too. All right, so the next stock that I bought is stock ticker DOCS, and this is Doximity. And I actually bought this stock twice because I saw it dip and I decided to buy a little bit more of this stock. I'll show it to you as we scroll through the portfolio. But this is a profitable company. An aggressive investor would invest in this growth company. This company is like social media for medical professionals. And I have that website up right here. And as you can see, social media is all about the phone. And you can join this medical network. And some of the things that they do is once you decide to join, you can do like a telehealth. So if you're a medical professional, you can directly communicate with your patients, and you can do this by a text. So the patient doesn't have to sign up or download anything. You can just go ahead and, if you're a medical professional, if you have the app on your phone, you can go ahead and communicate with your patients. And this is a place like a typical social media outlet that medical professionals are discussing things and talking about news and everything else that medical professionals do. So if you think you would like to get in on new technology and a dedicated social media platform for medical professionals, this is it. Next stock that I bought is stock ticker OLO, and this stands for online ordering. And this is a profitable growth company. Again, an aggressive investor would invest in this company. This company is not like a DoorDash or Uber Eats. They actually make applications for a dedicated restaurant. So if you have a restaurant and you want an app for your restaurant, they can make the app for the restaurant, and they also work with the restaurant to make you more efficient. So if you do a self-delivery, meaning that you do not use Uber Eats, or you do self-delivery along with a Uber Eats or a Dash, they streamline everything. So a lot of restaurants are signing up and using OLO to make even more money and to become more efficient. I have their website up, and let's see what they're talking about. So here are some of the companies that they work with, and some of these I recognize. So you got Five Guys, you got Cold Stone, you have Denny's. And if you want to read exactly what they did for this company, they have the story right here. So again, check out the website, see what they did for Cold Stone, and based on their information, they got 20% more after-hour sales and 82% satisfied surveyed customers. The next stock that I bought is stock ticker AFRM, and this is AFRM Holdings. This is not a profitable company. This is a pretty new company. This is a growth company, and an aggressive investor would invest in this company. This is a company what they call pay-as-you-go company. And this is like the hot thing now. And they're so hot that Amazon has partnered up with them. So if you're on the Amazon site and you want to buy something and you want to pay for it as you go, you can buy it using Affirm. They have a link. And this is simply a way for a person, if you don't have a credit card or you don't want to use your credit card, and if you already have good credit, they are going to check your credit. You can pay for whatever it is using X number of payments. So that might be 4 payments over 4 months, and then you'll have it paid off at 0 interest. And if you don't have the credit that they're looking for to buy something with 0 interest, they will charge you interest to buy the product. And again, you're buying this product without a credit card. And the next stock that I bought is stock ticker KPLT, and this is Catapult Holdings. And this is another pay-as-you-go company, and I have their website up. And actually, they're very similar to Affirm. And the reason I bought this stock is that when I bought Affirm, and it was announced that they were partnering with Amazon, this stock I noticed was going up like crazy. So I actually bought this stock because this is a kind of like a follow the leader type of situation. So what normally happens is that if you have a stock A and there are other companies that's very similar to stock A, if some huge news comes out about stock A, you have a lot of follower stocks. So this is a stock that followed Affirm. It shot up when it was announced that Amazon was partnering with Affirm. I bought some shares. I didn't hold on them long. Matter of fact, I think I sold them the next day, but I made a couple of dollars. And again, you guys want to stay up on news. And when something happens, look for similar stocks because you might be able to pick up a deal and make money on similar stocks. Again, buy stocks that are quality companies if you are a long-term investor, and I am a long-term investor. All right, that was a lot of stocks that I bought, but this is stocks that I bought over 4 months, not 2 weeks. I normally give you a 2-week update, but I've been really, really busy in my rental companies. So let's scroll up and talk about the stocks that I sold. All right, so the first stock that I sold was stock ticker STMP, and this is stamps.com. And the reason I sold this stock is in one day it shot up over 50%. And the reason it shot up, again, for my apps that tell me everything that's going on in the financial world, I learned before the stock market opened up at 9:30 that this company, stock ticker STMP, was going to be bought by another company. And when that news hit, the stock started shooting up like crazy. I said, oh snap, I own that stock. Wow, I'm making a lot of money within hours. So I sold the stock. And I am the type of person that if I buy a stock and it shoots up really, really fast, really, really quickly, either I cash totally out or I will cash out some of my shares, because that normally doesn't happen. There's not too many people who buy a stock and their stock is being bought by another company and shares shoot up over 50% within minutes. So I took advantage of it. That's something that you guys might want to look out for. And again, download apps. I talk about apps. I'll put a link about all the apps that I keep on my phone to keep me abreast of all the stock news. The next stock that I sold is stock ticker TME, and this is Tencent music. And the reason I sold this stock is very simple. I was down 53%. I lost over half my money. And I probably should have sold the stock sooner, but I didn't. And when I got down that low, it was time to sell, sell, sell. I sold every share that I had. And the reason that that stock was dropping like crazy is that it is a foreign stock. It's a Chinese company. And the Chinese government are bringing out a ton of regulations. And the new regulations affected this stock. And shareholders didn't like it, started selling their shares. And as you can see, I sold my shares too. I wish I would have sold a lot sooner. The next stock that I sold is a stock I just told you I bought. So I had the unfortunate luck of buying stock ticker YMM, which is Full Truck Alliance, right before the Chinese government again announced all the new regulations they were putting out, and this affected that stock. So I didn't own the stock long, just a couple of days, and within days I lost about 43%. So again, I wasn't going to risk losing more money, and I sold it. However, I just checked today, and that stock is trading at about $16. So, of course, hindsight is one of those things that you look back on. So I wish I didn't sell it. But at the time, I didn't like that it dropped so quickly, and I sold. And I still don't have any regrets, because you can sell something and you can buy something else and make a lot of money in it. And the next stock I sold is stock ticker KPLT. And this is Catapult Holdings. As you can see, I bought this stock on the 27th of August and I sold it on the 30th of August. And I already talked about this stock in the video when I told you why I bought the stock. Again, I sold the stock within days. I made a couple of pennies. This is just one of the stocks where my gut told me buy it, make a little money, and sell it. Typically, I don't do things like that. I am a long-term investor. Normally, I keep my investments for years. But I did make money, and I'm happy. And I also want to bring to your attention something that I do almost every year. And we're going to scroll down. And here it is. I rolled over $35,000 from my GE 401k into my Roth IRA. I do this every year. Every year it might not be $35,000. I decide how much I want to roll over based on my tax situation. So last year I rolled over $35,000. This year I rolled over $35,000. I'm going to have a link in the text showing you why I do what I do. My goal is to get every retirement account, the total into this Roth IRA. So it's going to take me years, but my goal is to have all my 401ks at $0. And I also have a traditional IRA where I make videos and discuss what's going on there. I hope to actually get that money into the Roth IRA. So every dime I have in terms of retirement accounts, I want into the Roth IRA. And once I get all that money into this Roth IRA, I pay no taxes. You have to think about both sides of the equation when you are an investor. You want to think about the investment side. I want to make the money. Then you want to think about the other side, which is I don't want to lose the money through taxes. I want every penny, and you should too. Let's scroll back to the top and get to the part that I like to discuss. Did I make money in the last 4 months, or did I lose? So let's go back to the top, and we're going to click on my account and positions. And you're probably seeing this number, $378,940.10. And if you saw my last video, I was at about $350,000. I did not make all that profit in 4 months, over $38,000. I just told you guys that I put $35,000 into this account. So I am not a 4-month stock genius where I made a killing of almost $40,000 in 4 months. That is strictly me putting money in it and to use this money to invest in other stocks. So what I want to do is compare where we are now to where we were about 4 months ago. So we're going to go to stocksandrentals.com and we're going to find the last Roth IRA update, which is right here. So on June 30th, 2021, I was at $350,080.48, and bringing it back to where we are today, if I subtract the $35,000 that I put into my account to get to the value prior to that, we're at almost $344,000 and some change. And if we compare the $344,000 and some change to where we were about 4 months ago, I have lost money. I have a passive loss of over $6,000. The stock market is still open, so as you can see, this number is jumping around a little bit. But $6,034.76 is my loss. And again, I'm coming up with that number by subtracting the $35,000 rollover that I made into this account. So really, without that $35,000, again, I should be at about $344,000. And my loss for today is $1,678.78. That is not good. But today was a iffy day. You had to be in the perfect stocks to make money today. Most of my stocks I lost. Let's talk about my best performing and least performing stocks of the day. So my best performing stock is right here. Let's scroll down. And I'm up 6.60%. I made $27.40. The stock ticker is SI. And the name of the company is Silvergate Capital. My least performing stock of the day is right here. A couple of spots down. And I'm down negative 8.44%. I lost almost $100. The stock ticker is SPT, and this is Sprout Social. So let me scroll all the way up, and then I'm going to do a slow scroll so you guys can see every stock that I own. And let me describe to you guys what you're looking at. So if you look over here to the left, it says symbol. This would be every stock that I own. Quantity, this is the number of shares of each stock. Cost share, you can think of this as the average price that I paid for the stocks. Price, this is the current price as of today. Day gain, $, this is how much money I made or lost today. Day gain percentage, this is how much money I made or lost today in a percent. This is the dollar gain since I've owned a stock. And this is the percent gain column since I've owned a stock. So let me do a slow scroll. Again, this is my Roth IRA. And I'm showing you every stock that I own. I want to tell you guys that I don't know about every stock in the market. So there are a lot of stocks that's doing better than what you see that I have, and there's a lot of stocks that are doing worse. What you guys want to do is do your own research and find out what works for you. You might not be the type of investor that I am, so you might not want to do what I do, but maybe you do. Maybe you want to look at just some of the stocks that I own. You might say, you know what, Raymond has that stock. I think I want to get this one too. But that stock and this stock and that stock, nah, I'm going to pass on those. So again, this is a video. You guys can pause the video, take a look at every stock that I own, and make your own final choice. One thing I can tell you, if you are a long-term investor like me, you will win. I guarantee it. Long-term means for many, many years. All right, so let's go back to the top, and I want to talk about this number because this is something that you guys can do. So you see this number, almost $400,000. And how did I get here? I started with $1, and you can too. Matter of fact, everybody is going to have to start with at least $1. And by starting with $1, making investments in the stock market, you can do everything that I'm showing you. And you can head over to my website, stocksandrentals.com, and I show you step by step how to invest in the stock market. All you have to do is go here to the menu and you can click right here. New to stock investing, start here. And once you get here, I have everything listed step by step. I leave out no information. There's a total of 8 steps. And each step will take you to a page that will describe stock market terms. It will help you decide what type of investor you are. I go over how to figure out which stocks to buy. I actually show you how to buy a stock and sell a stock. I do that with TD Ameritrade, but all the principles that I'm showing you will apply to any company that you decide to open up your brokerage account with. Again, every step is right here. So you guys should know how I like to close out my videos. I buy stocks. I buy rentals. Why would I try to get money from you? Everything I'm doing is to show you that it is possible. I open up my portfolios. I open up every account that I have, and I show you the good, the bad, the ugly. Some days, some months, and even some years can be ugly, but overall, the stock market on average has increased over 9% every year. Get into the market. There's money out here. Don't let me get all the money. You can do it too. If you guys have any questions, you can head over to Stocks and Rentals. Fire away any questions you have. Make comments to the videos and to the articles I have. I answer all comments, and you can email me directly. I am out. stocksandrentals.com. Peace.